Hi, and welcome to the Angel Advisory for the week of June 21st to the 27th. Today is a very special day. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. And today, give your dad a hug and say thanks for bringing me into this world and giving me all of your wisdom and sharing with me. And that is truly an honor to be able to have a day to celebrate our parents. We have Mother's Day and we have Father's Day, and today's Father's Day. So enjoy today with your dad. And if you can't see him, phone him. Tell him you love him. It's also summer solstice today here in the Northern Hemisphere. This is the day when we all just should be celebrating the sun's return of longer daylight. And actually, that's kind of a fallacy because that's our spring equinox, the summer solstice. Now we start having our days get shorter and shorter. However, this time of year is always very special to all of us because the sun is out and it's warm and it's beautiful. It's like a time of rebirth, of having fun, of getting out and just celebrating the sun. So get out there and enjoy that, whatever you do today. Maybe have a picnic and celebrate both. Get out in nature with your dad, celebrate Father's Day and summer solstice all at the same time. This morning, as I checked in for the week ahead and the energy around that, I was given a labyrinth. Not the labyrinth of the walking around in the circle kind of labyrinth, but the labyrinth that is more of a maze. And I'm like, this is very interesting because we start off, if you've ever done a maze, and that you start off and you're all excited. And it's like, oh, the thrill of starting something and walking through and that. And if you make the right turns, it just the thrill and the excitement builds and builds. You just get so excited because, oh, we're just finding our way, finding our way, finding our way. If you hit a dead end, and that the first one you might be able to, oh, okay, laugh it off and keep going. But as you hit another dead end and that, there does become this fear, the fear of never getting out of that labyrinth, and the fear of, oh my God, what did I do wrong? And there's all of this other stuff that plays into it. And life is so much like a labyrinth. We are at all times evolving and changing and shifting. And so what is happening today in our life will not be happening, say, 6 months from now in our life. And that there is always something new that comes along. And every new thing we face is like walking into that labyrinth. And sometimes we'll make the right turns and we'll just be thrilled and thrilled and thrilled until all of a sudden, poof, we hit a wall and we've made a wrong turn. There's no more turns we can make and we have to back up and restart again, retrace our steps and take a different turn. So life is very much like that. And because it was given to me that that's what this week is going to be, it was also given that we need to not look at these dead ends as a stopping point and give up and just sort of sit there because that would be futile. What would happen if we were in a maze and we just stopped? Well, we would eventually diminish and die because there would be no water, no food, no nothing to sustain us. It would be dark, it would be scary. Our minds would take over and just run with it. So if this week you hit a dead end, turn around, retrace your steps, find the right path, get back on track. Do so by knowing that the only way to get out of this is to keep pushing forward, keep finding your way at every turn. That's what life is all about, people. It's just hitting a roadblock, having an issue come up, knowing and having confidence in yourself that you can get out of anything. And the elation and the fun and the excitement that you have and the joy when you finally hit the other side of that labyrinth and come out is just worth every wrong turn you take. So that's this week's sort of overall theme, is the labyrinth, and just sort of knowing that, well, we'll probably come up against some really good things and we'll probably come up against some sort of, not so good today. But just keep pushing forward. And the more you can do so from a place of joy, the smoother and happier it will go and it will be. So today we are using the Enchanted Map deck by Colette Baron Reid. I haven't used this for a while and I felt drawn to pull some cards from that. So let's see what we sort of are up with this week. Let's see what our advisory is. Ooh, angels. And there comes out a big chunk, which we're not going to use. And that card really wants to come out. Oh, Solitude. I love this card. It's one of my favorite to get when I'm pulling cards for myself. It just reminds me that it's time to take a little bit of time for myself to go within and just sort of figure out all of my thoughts. Go through the labyrinth of my mind, figure out where I'm at, what I want to do, what my goals are. Just rebalance, reclaim, rejuvenate, refresh myself. Solitude. This picture is so cool. It's just this lighthouse or this little shack out in the middle of nowhere. There is a ladder, there's the moon, there's a lamp. So it's not a dark space. It is just a space of giving yourself some space, some time, so that you can regroup, come back to your center, and figure out where you're going next. And that sometimes is a really good thing. Instead of going to all of our friends and our family and our advisors and our counselors and everything and giving our issues to them and hoping that they will offer a kernel of wisdom that we can resonate with and take with us. Sometimes our best advice comes from within when we sit silent and get to that space so that we can clear out all of the mind chatter and the clutter. So take some time this week and go within. Intention, another favorite card. I love owls. I love this and that he's holding a dandelion puff and that. So the dandelion has bloomed and come to its full life cycle and it's now returned to seed. And he's holding these seeds and that. And it's like, okay, this is like, what do you intend to do now? This is your moment to shine, to go forth and be who you want to be because those seeds haven't blown yet and it's time for you to give them a little blow, make a wish, spread them out into your world and see where they go. Follow them, take the lead, just go forth. So what are your intentions? When we think of intentions and that a lot of times, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that, this is more of what do you want? Be really specific, be clear. It doesn't mean that it's going to, everything that you intend today has to happen in that way. It just means you're setting out those seeds. You're blowing those seeds out into the universe, into the world, and you are setting the intent that this is what you want to have happen in your life or to come into your life. So what do you intend to have happen? This is a great thing with the solitude card. It tells me that we need to spend some time and sort of go, okay, where next? And what a better day than the summer solstice. We have the whole summer spreading out before us. All of the things that we planted in spring are now bearing fruit and starting to come to life and that. And we have until the fall when we will harvest them. So today is all about, okay, what next? And just going for it. Just go for it, people. Blow the dandelion seeds out there. I really like that. Okay, let's see what else we got happening for our week this week. Ooh, and there we go. Wide open. Open yourself up. Unlimited possibilities and potentials are yours this week. Don't hold back. Don't think, oh, that's for other people, not for me. Just go for it. Whatever. Last week I said we are at a crossroads of our unlimited potential, and we are still there. We are now at the top of the cliff, ready like the fool to start off on a new journey. Blessings in that are abounding. It's up to us now to sort of go, all right, you know what? Here I am, world. Bring me on. Let's go. A beautiful card. So, wide open. Don't limit yourself. Go for it. When you're thinking and setting your intentions, go for it. It's like there's no limit. Only you box yourself in and limit yourself. I just wish each and every one of you a wonderful week. Blessings to all of you, and that I say namaste for a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead. Remember, you get in that labyrinth, you hit a dead end, just retrace your steps and just take a different path. It might end up in a dead end as well, but you never know. You might find another turn and another turn, and before you know it, that phase will be through and you'll be on to the next one. So namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week. Have a blessed week.